2 for a few months now. Actually, I came here the week after it was inaugurated, and I've been flying to Bangalore a lot with Vistara, so Terminal 2 has been almost every single time. So let me give you a proper walk through Terminal 2 in this video. So let me begin with traffic management outside the terminal. Bengaluru T1 has an issue because arrivals and departures at Terminal 1 are at the same level. So traffic flow is very confused and very congested, particularly at peak hours. Departures over here has 3 lanes. They're big wide lanes, quite unlike Delhi T3 where the taxi and private lane can get very crowded. Bengaluru also has a VIP lane, much like Delhi, which I don't understand why that lane is not used. Now, to enter the terminal, you do need to use the Yatra. And the last time I traveled through Bengaluru, I was unable to use the Yatra because somehow I could not get a e-boarding pass. I would take an emergency exit row seat, and well, stuff happens. Anyway, once going through Yatra, you enter this huge wide expanse, and Bengaluru T2 looks different from any other airport terminal I've been to. Just look at the hanging plants and the colors. It's bamboo, it's wood, and there's greenery all around you. The Vistara check-in counters were easy. I actually went to the Vistara counter to get a physical boarding pass. It does make accessing the 080 lounge, which I'll show you in a bit, a lot easier. From that, it was security check. This is where international and domestic passengers split up. Security check is different for international and domestic passengers, quite unlike Mumbai T2, where you have a unified security check. Again, to enter the security check area, you need to use Yatra once again, and you go through a lovely green wall to get to the final area of security. Security is very, very well managed at Bengaluru. The CISF officers are wonderful. It's also the right tray sizes that they have there. Flow at around 4 p.m. when I was checking in for my flight and going through security was very smooth. It can get a bit rushed around 5:30, 6, 7 p.m. in the evening when there are lots more flights, particularly Mumbai and Delhi and Chennai, by Air India Express, and Vistara, the 3 airlines that currently use the domestic wing of Terminal 2. Post security, you walk through a long corridor. Now, that's one issue. Bengaluru Airport T2 doesn't look big, unlike, say, a Delhi Airport T3, because it's not as wide as Delhi Airport T3, but it is very, very long. The first shop you see is, of course, at Tim Hortons over there. There is still some new stuff that's going to come up. There's going to be an art museum here. And as you can see up ahead, they have these visual advertising on these boards that have very unique usage of space. Again, Bengaluru Airport has used a lot of time to build up the retail experience for customers, and it has some of the best food outlets of any airport terminal in India. Actually, I would say the best. There's a Wolfgang Puck, PF Chang, there's a Hard Rock Cafe. You don't see that in either Delhi T3 or Mumbai T2. Bengaluru Airport T2 domestic has these choices. It's excellent. But now it is time for me to head to the 080 lounge at Bengaluru. Vistara premium passengers can check in on the 4th level of the airport directly at the lounge. Credit card holders need to check in both at level 3 and level 4. Once you enter the lounge, there's this lovely green wall. Now, recently, a new flying returns lounge for Air India has been opened, and with the announcement I got on email that Club Vistara and Flying Returns will soon be merged. Maybe next time I'll be accessing that lounge, and the 080 lounge will become more or less only for credit card users. So what was the lounge like? Here are my thoughts. So I'm whiling away time at the lounge. Just had lunch at the hotel, so I'm not really hungry. This is the quieter side of the lounge. It's an even quieter side, but I didn't see any plug points over there. So I'm sitting here. I've got this charging this phone before the flight. Yeah, seems peaceful right now. Usually this lounge is packed to the gills, but it is only about 4 in the afternoon right now. Boarding for my flight apparently starts at 4:45. Yeah, so waiting for that to begin. I'll probably go use the facilities once before heading out, and just chilling here. Sorry for not showing you more of the gate areas at Bengaluru T2. I was using gate D8 today. D8 and D9 is a shared gate. Both were using Vistara flights. The problem with the gate areas is that they could really use with some more seating options. I was on the flight early because of my status with Air Vistara. Then we pushed back and got a much nicer overview of the terminal. As you can see, the terminal is quite short. There are more gates on over here, the right hand side of the terminal, which is where the international gates are. I expect there to be some gates on the left hand side, which you can see as we taxied past the terminal over here on our way to the southern runway at Bengaluru Airport. There's still a lot of construction, as you can see. There's going to be more ramp area for aircraft. Air India has announced that they'll be using Bengaluru as their main base in southern India. So we taxied past the terminal. You can see the immense length of the terminal as we taxi past it. I believe Bengaluru T2 to be one of the finest terminals, mid-sized terminals in India. Bombay T2 is possibly the best large terminal in India, but Delhi T3, in my opinion, is the most functional of all the terminals. Now, coming to that, Delhi T1, which I just flew in and out of yesterday, wow, it blew me away, the little bits that are ready. I don't know why it's not ready as yet. Now, but Bengaluru T2 is fantastic. It's one of the best terminals. I love the way they've done it. Yes, it's been facing some bad press with the leakage and all of that. But I do have one criticism, and that is as a smoker. I know I shouldn't be smoking, but the smoking room is not easy to access. It's only at the bus gates. That's really it. I mean, that's the only complaint I have, and that's a minor one, but maybe they should make another smoking area, given that there's so many bars and so many places you can buy beer. After all, Bengaluru is the beer city. Now let's watch the takeoff of my flight UK 802, which was operated by the Vistara Retrojet, which is Victor Tango ATV. Back to Delhi. I guess I'll be going to Bengaluru very soon again. In fact, I'm heading out to Bengaluru again in a couple of days, but that's going to be going to Bengaluru T1. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do any videos, as many videos as I'd like to of late. I just traveled in and out of Delhi T1, and I've got the content for that video, which I have to stitch together. I'll be getting some more mics to talk when I'm recording at airports. So thank you for watching. Let's try and get me up to 5,000 subscribers, and as always, fly safe.